We're going to charge countries for doing business in our country and taking our jobs, taking our wealth, taking a lot of things that they've been taking over the years. They've taken so much out of our country, friend and foe, and frankly, friend has been oftentimes much worse than foe.
With those words, Donald Trump deployed his most aggressive trade weapon yet, signing an executive order that triggers a seismic shift in the global manufacturing landscape. Global stock markets and the auto industry looked on in horror as Trump announced long-promised tariffs of up to 25% on automotive imports. Auto stocks in the United States, Asia and Europe fell as he said the tariffs would be permanent and will take effect on 2nd April, the same date as the reciprocal tariffs.
This will continue to spur growth like you haven't seen. Before I was elected, we were losing all of our plants. They were being built in Mexico and Canada and other places. Now those plants largely have stopped and they're moving them.
While Trump insists the tariffs will boost domestic growth, analysts paint a more concerning picture. The import tariffs could add $5,000 to $10,000 to the cost of vehicles sold in the United States. Production schedules are likely to be disrupted, with estimates forecasting a 30% drop in output and a 10% long-term decline in sales. Ripple effects are expected across the supply chain, impacting both OEMs and suppliers. Relocating vehicle production to the United States will also raise labor costs and may trigger a skilled labor shortage. According to S&P Global, 46% of all light vehicles sold in the United States in 2024 were imported. Just 54% were manufactured domestically. Most of the imports came from its largest trading partners, Mexico, Canada, and Japan. Canada has already signaled the possibility of retaliatory tariffs. Japan, facing a potential 20 basis point hit to its GDP, is equally concerned.
We have put in place the mechanisms so that if it is appropriate for retaliatory tariffs, and there's many considerations to be taken in those regards, and I want to have the meeting of our cabinet, Canada-U.S. cabinet, other considerations. We need to see the details of the executive order.
We believe that the broad scope of trade restrictions imposed by the US government could have a significant impact on the US-Japan trade relationship, as well as the global economy and multilateral trade system as a whole.
The impact on automakers will be widespread. Volkswagen will be the hardest hit, with nearly 80% of its US sales imported. Kia imports around 70%, while Toyota imports more than half of its US sales. GM imports roughly 48%, Stellantis about 43%, and Ford around 23%. Tesla produces all its cars in the United States. Even so, Elon Musk has acknowledged that Tesla will still feel a significant impact from the tariffs. For India, the direct impact is largely limited, primarily affecting Tata Motors, which exports made in the United Kingdom JLR vehicles in the US. However, Indian auto part manufacturers could face broader consequences due to disruptions in the global supply chains.